The Tale of the Humble Fisherman and the Enchanted Fish. Once upon a time, in a distant land, there lived a humble fisherman named Toma. Toma was a poor but content man who lived in a small hut with his pregnant wife, Alina. They were well loved by everyone in their village, known for their kindness and humility. One early morning, as the first light of dawn broke, Toma set out to the village river, just as he did every day. The air was fresh, and the sounds of nature filled the quiet morning. Along the way, he greeted some night hunters returning from their expeditions, exchanging pleasantries before continuing his journey. When Toma reached the river, he noticed other fishermen checking their traps, all hopeful for a good catch. Toma went straight to his trap, praying for a bounty that would ease their hardships. However, he was disappointed to find only a single, small fish caught in his trap. It was a beautiful fish, but very tiny. "Ah, it's just one of those days," he sighed, contemplating whether to release the fish back into the river or take it home. As he held the fish, a thought struck him: let me appreciate this small blessing. Maybe tomorrow will bring a bigger catch. Toma placed the fish in his basket and began his walk home. Along the way, he heard the other fishermen grumbling about their empty nets. Some speculated that the fish had migrated to another part of the river. Just as Toma was about to leave the riverbank, he heard a soft voice calling out, "Please, kind man, put me back into the river. Spare me, and I will grant you as many wishes as you desire." Startled, Toma looked around but saw no one. He tried to move on, but the voice came again, louder this time, "Please, kind man, do not take me home. Spare me, and I will grant you as many wishes as you desire." Toma realized the voice was coming from the fish in his basket. He looked at the fish, which began to speak. "I am a princess fish. We came to this part of the river for a royal meeting, and that is why the other fish have moved away. Please let me go, and I will grant you whatever you wish." After a moment of thought, Toma replied, "I have no grand wishes. I live with my pregnant wife, and we are content. But I will let you go because you asked." The princess fish gleamed with joy and promised, "Thank you, kind man. I will not forget this favor. Whenever you need anything, come back here at this same time and call for me. I will be here to grant your wishes." Toma returned home and shared his experience with Alina. She became upset, saying, "Oh, you think I'm comfortable living in this small hut? Just because I haven't complained doesn't mean I don't wish for a better life. Go back and tell the princess fish that we need a big house, or I will leave and never return." The next day, Toma went back to the river at the same time. Princess fish," he called, "I have come to make a wish. My wife desires a big house." The princess fish appeared and replied, "Your wish is granted. Go home and you will find a beautiful big house waiting for you." Sure enough, Toma hurried home to find Alina standing in front of a magnificent house. They were overjoyed and celebrated their good fortune. However, the next day, Alina said, "My husband, a house this grand deserves beautiful and expensive furnishings. Please go back to the princess fish and ask for luxurious items to fill our home." Reluctantly, Toma returned to the river. Princess fish," he called, "I have another wish. My wife wants our home to be filled with grand and expensive furnishings." The princess fish granted this wish as well, and Toma returned to find their home adorned with the finest furniture. But Alina's desires grew with each passing day. She soon asked for splendid dresses and jewelry, maids to help with the housework, and guards to protect their newfound wealth. Each time, Toma went back to the river, and each time, the princess fish granted their wishes. Eventually, Alina grew so ambitious that she demanded, "Now that we have everything and are richer than everyone in the village, including the king, go to the princess fish and tell her that you should be the king." Toma, saddened by his wife's endless greed but wanting to make her happy, went back to the river one last time. When he made his wish known, the princess fish's tone changed. "I have tolerated you and your greedy wife for too long," she said angrily. "I have given you everything you asked for, but it is clear that you will never be satisfied. Now, return to your old hut and remain as poor as you were." Toma rushed home to find their magnificent house gone, replaced by their old hut. He and Alina regretted their greed and realized they should have been content with what they had. From that day on, they lived humbly and gratefully, understanding that true happiness comes from appreciating the small blessings in life.